Hey everyone, welcome to Slater's Wrist Game. Today we're going to I'm doing a video. This is my 2022 State of the Collection. Last time I did a State of the Collection, I had 14 watches. This time I have 15 watches, but it's not as if I only added one watch. I actually got rid of 6 watches, added 7 more, so my watch collection has really changed. So I want to go ahead and do this review. I've done actually some reviews on every watch I'm about to go over, but so I'm just gonna briefly go over each watch in no particular order. So the first one I want to talk about, this is my Hamilton khaki field. This is a 42 millimeter watch. This is a watch I picked up. I think I picked this up January of 2022, so I've had it for about 4 months now, and it has been great to have. The only criticism I have of this watch is that there's not a lot of anti-reflecting coating on the crystal, but other than that, this watch is great. It's very thin, and it has an 80-hour power reserve. You can see the display case back here. The leather strap was very stiff when I got it, but now 4 months in, it is really starting to like break in pretty well, and it's actually very comfortable at this point. I think this is a very high quality leather strap. So this is the only watch I got with an 80-hour power reserve. I kind of like that. You can put this watch down on a Friday evening, pick it up on Monday morning, it's still going, and it looks great. So I love this Hamilton, all right? So check out the video on the Hamilton if you haven't already. The next watch I do like too. I bought this watch December 1st of 2021. This is the Tudor 1926, or this is a 41 millimeter. And this has the opaline dial, or what the folks call it, Sissy's Log Cabin, where I picked this up, they call it an opal dial. Very nice watch, very thin. This watch here has a Sellita SW200 movement. And the sweep of the second hand is pretty smooth. And I love the blue, the white dial with the blue Arabic numerals and the blue stick marker. So I love the blue and the white. The dial is really what I like about this watch. And the bracelet is great. And you see the Tudor logo on the clasp. But I do love this bracelet. So yeah, this is a very nice watch. Probably the nicest watch in my collection at this point. I think I might try to pick up another Tudor later on this year. But this was my introduction to the brand, and I'm very impressed with this watch. The only negative is it doesn't have any lume, but it's really not a negative. This is more of a dress watch for me. So what's another watch I can pick up here? Here's a watch here. This is the Casio Gm 2100. The original GA 2100 was what they call the Casio. This is the only difference is this has a metal case. A lot of people were buying the original Casio and were modding them and putting metal cases on it. So I picked this one up. This is like a midnight blue color, very pretty. It's really not that thick. Very lightweight, and I think this is a really cool watch. I wear it a lot of time in the daytime. Only knock on this one, it's not very legible at night, even though it does have a light. But I do love this watch here, and it does have the sunburst dial, so when you turn it to different angles, you can see different features, man. But I like this one. I picked this one up. I think it was only been a few months ago that I picked up this G-Shock. I think I picked this one up December, right around Christmas time. And so what else do I have here? Let's see. This is my Tag Heuer Formula 1 Quartz. Bought this Christmas of 2020, actually the day after Christmas. Got a pretty good deal on it. And it's still going strong. Nice quartz watch. Had it for about 1.5 years now. I do love the black bezel, black dial, and a black crown. And this the finish, more like a matte finish instead of a high polished finish. So I do like this watch here. Then it has a diver's extension. It has a pretty cool case back. You guys can check out the video on this one. But I do like, this is a good everyday watch. And it is a racing inspired watch, but still you can use this watch as an everyday carry. So I do like this one. This next one here, this is my Glycine. This is model number GL0092. I bought this watch, I think it was in November of 2021, right around Thanksgiving. And one of the best values in my collection. I picked this up for like $300 US. because like I said, it was maybe like a Black Friday sale or something like that. But the sweep of the second hand, maybe it's the smoothest I have in all my watch collection. It is a very nice sweep of the second hand. Then the watch is very thin. And you see the case back here. It's pretty cool case back. The strap was very thick. It's like this cloth material on top, leather on the bottom, but it's starting to break in just like the Hamilton. But this is a good watch. This obviously is an homage to the Tudor Black Bay Burgundy, but this is pretty cool watch, so I like this one. This is a very underrated brand, Glycine. But I like this watch. Losing track here. Here is my Seiko XKX. This is the first watch I bought when I started collecting back in May of 2019. Picked this up right around Memorial Day for a Memorial Day sale online. I spent $200 on this. The watch was eventually discontinued around November of 2019. And right now, these watches are going for between $400 and $450. I paid $200 for this one. Glad I bought it. I love the blue, the navy blue dial, and this Pepsi bezel. And the bracelet is very comfortable too. So love this Seiko SKS. You see this in a lot of state of the collection videos. It's a classic. Here is my Casio Mrw200h. This is a watch I picked up around August of 2019. So it's been almost 3 years. I only spent $15 on this watch. I do love the day and the date feature on this one, those complications. And then it's very legible and very lightweight, very comfortable. So great value. I think Casio offers a great value proposition most of the time with their watches. So this black watch you can just wear it with anything. Pretty cool. And right here we have the Rado Hyperchrome. This is another pretty good watch here. These watches normally retail for $1,500 on the Rado website, but I picked it up on the gray market dealer for a lot cheaper than that. And I just love the dial on this watch here. It's not a white dial, but it is kind of like a off-white color. But it is a dressed chronograph. I just love the aesthetics of the watch. It is a two-tone watch. It is made out of this ceramos material with the ceramic and steel. And I like this one. Then you see the seahorses on the back of this watch here. I remember taking a watch to get the battery replaced, and the lady who was working there was very impressed with this watch here. So Rado is another underrated brand, Rado, but they make some great watches, and this is one of my favorites. This is my first Swiss watch, and I just remember just buying a Swiss watch, and it was just a big deal to get a watch from Switzerland from a reputable brand like Rado. Now here's a watch from a company you never heard of, which is ISW. They claim to make Swiss watches, Swiss movement watches. I think they're out of business, but this is a racing-inspired chronograph, and I love the colorway for this one. I love the blue rehaut on this watch here. This is black and blue color. Had this rally strap with it's black with the blue stitching. And you got the case back here. But this watch is very comfortable. But it has, I think, like a Rado quartz movement. And I only spent $40 on this one. So this is a watch. It's pretty big at 50 millimeters, but at $40 for a Swiss quartz movement wasn't a bad investment at all in this one. And I can't remember exactly when I picked this one up here. I think it was around November of last year when I picked this one up. And this is my Casio Duro. And I think the Duro model number is MDV-106. This is a legendary watch here. Legendary budget diver. I got this watch for 3 years ago for $40, and it is still going. The batteries, I never had to change it yet. And this is a good watch. I put it on this red aftermarket strap, and it has this red second hand. It kind of goes well together, and it looks good to me. Here's the case back on this one, screw down case back. Also has a screw down crown. This is another great value. I'd always recommend the Casio Duro for $40. Now I don't know what they're going for now. It was 3 years ago, and I bought this one. But this is also a great value. I just love this watch. I kept it on a red leather strap, but you can put this on different color straps, NATO straps. This watch goes with a lot of different straps. This watch is a scrap monster. This here is the Gerrigar watch here. This is a Patek Philippe, a watch to Patek Philippe. It is model number F2016620. I think it's an homage to the Patek Philippe 3970 or the 5970, one of those. The good chronograph, and it's really not a functional chronograph. It just has that chronograph look, but these pushers control some of the sub dials, which tells you the day of the week, there's a day indicator in a month. But this is a good watch, man. I never thought this watch was gonna last as long as it did. I spent $35 on this watch 3 years ago. I got an aftermarket strap, got it off Amazon for maybe $15 or $20. So changing the strap made this watch look a lot better. This could be like a good dress watch right here for only $35. Good looking watch. Here's another watch this is my Timex Marathon. I like this watch here. This is a 46mm watch, and I only spent, I think, $20 on this Timex Marathon. I love it because it's very legible. You know, you see this LCD display. You see the day of the week and the time. You see it real good. It has a mineral crystal. And I think I scratched the crystal, but I work out or do yard work in this one here. But $20 watch that lasts a long time and has a lot of features. I did a video on this one. You guys might want to check it out, but very good, high quality. Timex is a company you don't hear a lot about, but they've been around a long time and they make some great watches. So yeah, definitely look into the Timex Marathon. They got a lot of different sizes. Here's another digital watch. This is a Casio. This is the Casio Graph Moon Phase. I do like this one here. I did a video on this one. You guys might want to check this out. I think this watch was released maybe a month or two ago, so this is very new. This watch was $20. Okay, they got different colors. This watch here has the tide. It keeps up with the high tide and also keeps up with the moon data. So it's a pretty awesome watch here. Now I forgot what the schedule is. I think, but yeah, but the moon data is actually accurate on this one. So you into like marine activities, this will be a great watch for you to have. It's very lightweight and it's packed with features, and it only costs $20. So $20, like I said, and this watch has a 10-year battery life and 100 meters water resistance. So a 10-year battery life, 100-meter water resistant, man, this is an awesome watch. Casio gives you great value for only $20, man. That's great. Here's a watch that I own for 3 years now. This is the Daidon Design. It's called a Royal One. It is obviously an homage to the AP Royal Oak. I think I bought this watch July 2019, so I've had it for 3 years. Spent $55. I picked it up on AliExpress. Some people say they've been looking for this watch and can't find it, so it's not always available. But it's actually done well over the last 3 years. You see, it has this AP Royal Oak type look to it. Has this very, it has a display case back, but it's very plain, not much finishing. It's only 30 meters water resistant. But if you want the look without paying the full price of the AP Royal Oak, this is the watch to get. Now I'm looking at getting a Maurice Lacroix Acon 2, which is the automatic version. The prices are pretty good on them. I'm looking at picking up one pre-owned with a blue dial. So if I do pick up the Maurice Lacroix Acon, which I think I will in about 2 or 3 months, I will have some redundancy in the collection, so I might actually have to sell this one because there's no reason in having 2 watches like that. But this watch here has been better than I thought. It is a mechanical automatic, and it's been a good watch, you know, especially for only $55 off AliExpress with a Chinese-based mechanical automatic movement, but it's been solid. Very good. I think the only watch I haven't done here. This is the oldest watch in my collection. This is my Caravel, which is made by Boulevard. I got this as a 15-year anniversary gift for my job, my former job. And you can see on the back here, you see the company I used to work for, and it has my initials in there. I scratched the case back because I was trying to change the battery, and I eventually just took it to some watch repair guy, let him change it out and service it. And I was going to give it to my wife, so I put it on this strap. She hasn't started wearing it, so I'm going to change the strap out. This is a 37mm watch, so this is a watch I would wear like to church or for dressy occasions. I can't believe at one point, just around 2010, 2011, 2012, I was wearing 37mm watches, you know. But this is a watch I used to wear as a dress watch. Now I think it's just too small. So I'm still going to change the strap out on it, and I still might wear it every once in a while. Yeah, so this is a 37mm Caravel, but this watch has sentimental value. It is definitely never going to leave the collection. It's the oldest watch in my collection. So I think I've reviewed all my, went over all my watches, and I don't think I missed anything. So basically I got, it's a summarize, I got 15 watches, and 6 of them are automatics, and 6 of them are analog quartz watches, and 3 of them are digital quartz watches. I only have 3 chronographs in this collection. So that's pretty surprising. So sometimes you really do a stated collection, you can take a look and you can see what type of watches you tend to buy. 4 of my watches I consider field watches. So my Timex, my 2 Casios, and my Hamilton, I consider those field watches. I got 4 diver watches, and I got 2 racing watches and 5 dress watches. So it seems like I'm buying more dress watches than anything else. But I don't have any aviation watches. And I don't have a GMT. I did have a GMT. It was a JBW watch, but my brother, I gave it to my brother. He saw it and wanted it. So I need to pick up later this year maybe a GMT watch and maybe an aviation style watch. All right, so I think I tend to buy a lot of dress watches. So, but anyway, there's my collection. Thanks for watching my video. Please continue to like, subscribe, and comment on the collection. And what do you guys recommend of a good aviation watch around $1,000 to $2,000? I know IWC makes good aviation watches, but they cost a ton of money. So I'm gonna have to do some research. I know Breitling is a company I was looking at. They got some aviation watches, some with some third-party movements that you can get at a good price. So, but I'm definitely looking to pick up a aviation watch. So going forward, I'm gonna be more deliberate about how it adds to my collection. But thanks for, like I said, watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will look forward to bringing you part 2 of my stated collection video in a couple of weeks. So, all right, thanks, and enjoy your day.